Hey, welcome to UnderDog University Course Review. In this video, we're going to talk about this course for Amazon FBA private label, mainly course for beginners. So we're going to explain what's included in the course, who is it for, and how it can help you to start your Amazon business. And even if you're already doing it, for sure, actually, you'll be able to find good information guidance there. In the description, we're going to have timestamps for each part of the video, as well as a link to the course with a special discount that you can find in the description. And hopefully this video will be beneficial for you. My name is Vova. I've been a seller myself on Amazon since 2016. I'm still actively selling Amazon USA and Canada as a private label seller. And I have Anthony and Eugene here. Basically, they're the creators of the course, and they're gonna explain to us what the course is about, and should be a good conversation. Also, I want to say, UnderDog is kind of part of stuff, I guess, that Tomer Rabinovich does. It's like Top Dog community, and I've been a customer of Tomer's and I've met him. So his products are pretty awesome. Honestly, I've been using them myself. So there's like this creation for more of beginners. So hopefully it's going to be useful. So yeah, guys, Anthony, Eugene, can you introduce yourselves? And then we're going to dive into the content. Yep.
Yeah, sounds good, Wolf. Thanks. So yeah, I've been selling on Amazon since 2016 as well. You know, we're all the OGs in a way, right? We kind of got into the game when it was a little bit different. And we'll touch on that a little bit today. But yeah, Amazon's been my life as well, and just really happy to be now educating others on how to develop this business model, develop that lifestyle that we're all kind of craving. Anthony, go ahead.
Yeah, so my name's Anthony Ceraldi. I've been a private label seller also since 2016. Went to China twice on sourcing trips. I built multiple brands. I helped brands as well. I just recently exited my 3 brands last year. And so now working on a new brand, actually with Eugene. Yeah, I've been educating and helping sellers for the last 4 years now, helping them get started, figure out this game. And it's changed quite a lot, which is why we put together the UnderDog course, which we'll go into here in a minute.
Yeah. So, I mean, guys, we're from the 2016 era, right? Back then, it was just a lot easier for us to throw products on. We were still thinking about how to improve products, how to be better, right? The philosophy is still the same, but the chance of success was just so much higher then, right? But now with more competition, the sophistication levels that are required are going up, up, and up. And so our job right now is to make sure that we're bringing the most cutting edge technique to the market to teach others how to properly compete in this marketplace, in this ecosystem today. And again, you see Amazon sales, they're growing now more than ever, right? The growth hasn't stopped. But at the same time, there's thousands of new sellers every month signing up to get in on the action. So what we did was we teamed up with Tomer and the team at Top Dog, and Anthony and I have put together a course that's almost 100 lessons. Like, I know that sounds like a lot, but really it's so step by step, because the nuances of starting a new company, they're so important to understand. And because we've been doing this since 2016, we hit every single little detail and we didn't miss a beat, so that you guys don't make the mistakes that we did, and you know how to operate in this environment. And so, again, the main aspect of succeeding on this platform is finding the right product to sell, right? And making it better. So what we did with this course is we started using AI. Everybody's talking about AI right now, AI this. It's almost like annoying at this point, but the technology is so strong. We've developed a system where it does the heavy lifting for you, right? So let's say you found a good product opportunity. You can start to use AI to develop 20 different ways that you can improve that product to start beating your competitors. That's just the way of the world now. And your chance of success goes up because now you have this technology to lean on. This is where people failed all the time. They would just launch something with, just a different color into a saturated market and then wonder, why isn't my product selling? But really, you need this new system in place and this new technology to really set yourself apart and set yourself up for success. And another thing that we did in this course is we developed something we're calling the command center. Now, imagine this is just a central hub where you can keep all of your data organized. You can keep all of your information organized. It'll actually tell you whether your product idea is good, because we have a proprietary data validation system that will actually tell you whether this is a good opportunity to go into. That's when you start to apply the AI after that. You're also going to be able to do your financial analysis in there, right? Because we want you to make profit. So this system is set up for you to capture all of the data and the numbers that you need to make sure you're selling your product at a profit. And now Anthony is going to give us a little demonstration. He's going to show you exactly what it looks like, what we've built, and I'm really excited for you guys to see this.
Yeah, and we'll talk about some other things with validating the products, but let's just first jump into what we are offering here. So This is, of course, a step-by-step course, but we also have the community aspect of this. One of the most important things, especially when starting out selling, is you need to be surrounded by other people doing the same thing as you. Because if you go and you just talk to like family members or friends, they're not going to understand you. They're going to think that you're a little bit crazy maybe. And so it's important to be around other people that get what you're doing. And so that's why we built the UnderDog University right here inside of this platform. We have our own dedicated mobile app as well, so you can always be, accessing it on the go. But we have everything here from a place to ask questions. You have a news feed. We run 3 weekly group calls. So we have product research, sourcing and development, launching, and we also have guest calls as well. And then we also have the UnderDog course. So as of right now, we have 5 of the 6 modules released. So we have we have 95 lessons released. You can see that we start from the absolute beginning, understanding the business, how much the cost is going to be to get into this business, an overview about it. All of the lessons are built to be very bite-sized so that you can get through them without having to watch like an hour-long video. But we cover every single step of the business, from setting it up, how to do product research and selection and validate those products, how to make sure you're really differentiating your products. We have some bonus product research. We go through sourcing and development step by step, all the way into getting ready to launch. How do you write your listing? How to use AI to help you write the listing and choose the right keywords, having the right images, launching on Amazon, and then the 6th module is all about scaling and maintenance. Now, I just want to quickly show you how the technology that we've built kind of ties into this whole process, but it first starts with finding a product idea. You may be familiar with Helium 10, but Helium 10 is the software tool that we also use. This is the X-ray tool. I'm just on this meat press for deli meats, just a random market. And what we do is we start here and we look basically for the relevant products that meet this keyword. So let's just pretend we've done some product research, we landed on this idea, and now we're ready to send it into the command center, which I'll show you next. So all we do is download this, we export this right here, and we have a Chrome extension built right here where you just come here, you name your product, and you upload that CSV file, and it sends all of the data into this command center, which is built on Airtable. And so all of this data comes in, and we actually scrape it against Keepa. So we pull in all the variations, all the images, all the reviews, all the different data points that you could get about it. And essentially, we've organized this into a step-by-step process in here. So you'll notice I have 3 examples right now, and we're getting approval right from the very beginning with the first soft validation check. Is this a go or a no-go? Okay, and then if it's a go, we can move it through the stages here. We have a whole scorecard built so that when you have a big list of ideas, you can score those against each other. And this is a mistake that many new sellers make, is they just pick one product and they get stuck on that product and they don't have anything to compare to. You want to be able to have a batch of product ideas to be able to figure out what is the absolute best one you should start with. And so we go through a bunch of checks here. We run through differentiation. And then we even have a whole system built here for collecting the supplier quotes. Now, if you've ever done sourcing and you're reaching out to suppliers, you know how many messages you get and how hard it is to keep that information organized. And so essentially what we've built here is a way to organize all of those different product quotes from each supplier, the quantities, the total cost. We have a whole system built here, and then essentially eventually moving it into the financial analysis where we're going to look at multiple products against each other to understand which ones have the best net ROI, the net profit per day, income per day. A lot of people don't understand how to calculate the correct numbers and focus on this part. And again, a lot of sellers make the mistake of only bringing one product to this point. And so when they get a quote from a supplier and the profit's pretty low, well, they just spent all that time and energy to get there. And so they end up moving forward on it when they shouldn't have, because they didn't have any better options, right? And so we take you through this step-by-step process. And the rest of here, I won't go too much into detail, but we help you track your orders. So you place an order with a supplier, you're able to basically catalog all of that within here, track all of your costs. And then we have a catalog section here, which helps you with basically a checklist for launching that product. And then keeping that in the catalog here, which brings in all the information that you collected from all the previous steps. We have an expenses tab. So, your monthly recurring Helium 10 subscription, or you spent money on images, you can organize all of that in here. And I can tell you, as somebody who has sold brands, it is very important to, from the beginning, keep track of everything. So this is going to start you off on the right track right from the beginning and stay organized. We even have a spot for you here to write down basically all the payments you get from Amazon. So besides that, I just wanted to show you a couple other things, which is the other thing a lot of people don't do is that when they figure out how to differentiate a product, they just basically guess, right? It's their own personal preference. It's what they think. They're not using any real market research to find out what is the best way to differentiate the product, right? They're just going based on what they think. So we have integrated into this using a website called Pickfu. Now, the thing I love about Pickfu is they have such a huge audience of pollers or respondents, and you can filter to a lot of different traits. This allows you to get in front of your actual target customer that you would be selling to. Okay, in this case, we're talking about a ski bag. This is a bag that people use to travel with their skis. And so you could see where we start is after we have ChatGPT help us come up with differentiation ideas, we then basically poll asking them to go and look at an example listing, right? So we just give them an example of a competitor. So this is one of the top selling competitors in the niche here. And they're using this as reference so they can understand what the product is before coming here and choosing out of the 3 options I gave them, what do they feel would be the best thing to add here? And so they said to add the backpack straps. So you could basically put it on your back to make it easier to carry. Now, I could have thought any one of these was good, and I didn't ask anybody and just went forward with it. But this helped me narrow it down to exactly what I should do for that specific audience, which are people that are interested in sports and outdoors, right? So the next step from there was then getting an actual image. So we talk with the supplier, figure out exactly how we want to customize it, and then we get a real image. And we run that against the main competitors in the market. And you can see that in this example, we won, right? So now we know we're beating the competition. We haven't spent any money on inventory yet. And this gives us the confidence to move forward with the product. Now, what if we had failed this poll? Well, then we could read the winner. So let's say the third place one had won. We can read the answers here of why they chose it, and we can make adjustments, improve the product with the supplier, run a poll, and we don't order that product until we actually beat these competitors, right? So now we're going to the market with a pre-validated proven product idea that's going to significantly lower the risk, okay? The other thing is then basically the next one would be when setting up the listing, we want to have the highest click-through rate as possible when we launch, right? We want people to click on the listing. And so we just gave 2 examples of 2 different main images, and you can see this one won by a landslide. So now when setting up our listing, we're not even guessing which main image we should use. We know for a fact this is the one that we should use, right? And the last thing I'll show you here that to make that whole process easier, figuring out who should you target in Pickfu, we actually had Pickfu give us a complete list of targeting traits, which is about 18 pages. And we developed a custom prompt here that basically allows you to take that targeting trait list, explain what your product is, and then ChatGPT will tell you which targeting traits you should use to get the most relevant audience, to get the most relevant results from that poll. So this is just kind of a sneak peek behind the scenes of everything we got going on here with the whole step-by-step flow between the community, the course, the command center we built, and also using ChatGPT and Pickfu to really nail this down so you make sure that you're launching the right product.
Nice, man. I wanted to ask a few questions, if it's cool, about the course. So first one, you guys mentioned there is a community. So inside, is there a chat where we can talk to other members or other mentors? How does it work?
Yeah. So if we go back in here, we essentially have the community spaces right here. So you can see in the ask a question space, this is where you go to ask a question. And so people will come in and ask specific questions. And this is where the community and the coaches come in and answer a question. So there's me, Eugene, there's Sarah, there's Frank. So we have multiple coaches within here. And then we also have the option here for people that want one-on-one help. We have this as a separate add-on option. So people can choose who they want. They can book a call directly, whether it's one call or they want multiple calls. This way, it's if you need it or when you need it, it's there. It's not built into the price, so we can keep it affordable. And you can decide if you need to work with somebody one-on-one. But the process is so step-by-step, and you have the community to lean on that it's not even actually necessary, but you can do it if you want to.
I understand. The videos, so basically there's like about 100 videos, right? That just kind of step-by-step show us like how to use different tools, how to everything that's here, right? Could you maybe show like how it looks if there's
Yep.
yeah, some yeah,
So
perfect.
you have the video. Every single video that's a video has a transcription. It's automatically transcribed. So you can jump to any part of the lesson. So like obviously you would watch it first, but if you need to reference back to it, you can click on wherever you want to jump back to and easily get to that spot. All of that is also indexed in the community. So if you were to go to the search bar and type in, I don't know, product research, right? You'll find everything within the community and the course videos related to product research. So it's all indexed and you can just keep going step by step like this and keep going through the videos.
I understand. And also, as for payment, I believe also in the description, we're going to have the best kind of offer for the course and the link. But as for payment, we can pay just one payment, 3 payments, right? Like for
Yeah,
it
so
to be
the way the
comfortable.
payment works as of right now is we have 2 options. You can either pay in full, and what that comes with is you get lifetime access to the course, and then it comes with 12 months of access to the whole community that you see here, the weekly calls, and access to the tools. So you get 12 months of access to the support and the tools. And then after that, you would keep the course lifetime after the 1 year. And we do have an option to renew if you want. Outside of the one-time payment, you could split it up to 3 payments. So instead of paying all up front in one shot, we split it up to 3 payments. And of course, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So for whatever reason you come in and you just decide this is not for you, or maybe you don't have enough capital for it, whatever the case is, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee as well.
And through the link in the description, there is going to be a landing page, I believe, right, where people can see like what's included. And I guess there's going to be the updated price for that's Tomer
Correct.
there, right? The guy behind the top dog. And and then people can read, see exactly what's included and, click through to go to the payment section. All that. There's the coupon code field, I believe, where they can use the coupon that's in the description to save.
Yep. Everything is right
nice.
here. When they click on the button to join, they'll be able to put that coupon code right in and get that 15% off.
And
Awesome.
we have the code for Volva,
Yeah.
right? It's Volva 15.
Volva 15, correct.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna have it in the description, and in case ever changes or something like that, we're gonna have it updated there. But yeah, that's for now. It's Volva 15, and I think the community part is very cool because I think I've seen this podcast recently. Who was that? Sam Owens. You know this guy? I think Sam Owens. He mentioned that info products. People were, of course, enjoying the info product itself as well, but the communities where they used to come back daily, almost right, to ask questions, to help others, to get support, and that's awesome, I think, because sometimes people, they invest in a course and it's amazing, especially if they like to kind of be kind of solo learners. That's nice, but here you have something that is a big help, I guess. So community. Yeah. Anything else, guys, I should have asked you and I haven't about the course? Kind of we went through what's inside, we explained kind of about the payment structure. Yeah, what else would you say, like you maybe something you wanted to share?
Yeah, I would say that obviously the question on some people's mind may be, is this for me? And so the answer to that is this course is not only just for beginners. As longtime Amazon sellers, it's always important to understand the latest techniques, what's new, what's going on. So I would say that if you're completely brand new, this is for you. If you've already been selling on Amazon, maybe you tried in the past or you're still trying, you haven't really been able to figure it out, this is for you, right? Maybe you're somebody who already has some products up and they're doing okay, but you're ready to take things to the next level and really implement a system, then this is for you. Because that's really what you're getting here is when I showed you inside of Airtable, that is a step-by-step system that 90% of sellers, no matter how big they are, don't have a step-by-step system like that. This is going to organize you from the beginning. Eugene, anything else on that?
Yeah, I would just echo what Volva said about, the community and support, right? And also the individuals that are guiding this community, right? It's Anthony, it's myself. We have 2 other coaches. We're all individuals that have been in this industry for years. Myself for 7 years. I have a multi-7-figure brand myself. I love Amazon and I'm just excited to, be there to teach you guys and guide you guys along that process. So it's also just about having the right people to, that have laid the path for you as well.
Yep.
Amazing.
Courses are great and you can find very cheap courses out there and you can go, but the thing about a course and creating a course is it's impossible to answer every single little question or issue that's going to come up. And that's why having the community is so beneficial. I've never liked buying a course that didn't come with some sort of community or a place to ask questions, right? You need to be able to, when you get stuck or you're confused or you have an issue come up, you need to be able to lean on others that will have that answer, right? Instead of going into some random free Facebook group and getting all the wrong answers, you want to be in a place where you have people that can give you the right answers.
Yeah, I agree. It's a big competitive advantage for the UnderDog University because it saves time, money eventually for people. Because again, if they are stuck somewhere and then they just need to go to places where they might even get a wrong answer, then it kind of sucks to then make a mistake. And what I really liked also is that you have this Pickfu integrated into your process, because for me, I started in 2016, and I don't know, maybe it was different for you guys. No one really told this to us, that you can go through these services like Pickfu and ask people questions. We just looked at the numbers on Amazon, improved the color kind of thing, what you mentioned, the package, and boom.
Yeah.
And things caught up. We still have some products we sell in the barbecue space, mainly grill cleaning products. We have different grill brushes that are still selling. They have like thousands of reviews, and that's nice. But that was like sort of lucky to get in the right time. And but then we have failed on some products because we didn't do these surveys, and we only started doing surveys in about 2020-ish, right? So it took us a few years only to start doing that, and because we lost a lot of money, like tens of thousands of dollars at that point. And then we started doing surveys, actually asking people like, what do they like, and trying to improve the product. And then the next products that we brought to market were more successful. So that's nice. And also you have the kind of everything in one place. So that helps because, again, I didn't have that when I was starting as a seller. It was all around. And so it's good to see that the courses that are being created are way better and more structured. So I think the chances of success go higher. Of course, nothing is guaranteed, but if you get the right guidance, I think, and a good system to kind of step by step by successful people, then chances are way higher for success. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Awesome. So yeah, we're gonna have in the description the link to the course with a special discount for the viewers. Yeah, Eugene, Anthony, guys, thank you for today. Again, if there's anything else that you want to add before we wrap this video up, of course, share, and would appreciate a like on the video, or dislike if you did enjoy. Let us know why. Maybe we'll improve next time. And comment, ask any questions. I'll get back to you. If you have any questions about the course, I'll answer. I'll ask the guys. Thank you, Anthony, Eugene. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Thanks, Boba.
Thanks, Boba.